Spirit 105.3. Hi, this is Erica.
Hi, Erica. It's Karen Kingsbury. How are you?
Karen, I am so delighted to be connecting with you again. How are you doing?
Doing so well. Lots going on, but it's fun.
It feels like Christmas has come a little early this year because you've written a new novel. Yes, we've been waiting, The Christmas Ring, and it's a movie too?
I know it's wild. This time I actually did the movie first, and I said, you know what? I need. So I went ahead and had to do the novel to give more backstory.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so when you're writing a Christmas story, do you kind of like make a peppermint mocha, sit by a crackling fire? What does that look like for you?
Well, I 100% do the playlist of music that matches the story. So I've been listening to Christmas music since April this year. It's been nothing but pure joy.
Yeah, that's so fun. Do you have a special drink that you keep beside you? A Christmassy drink?
Yes, you know what I do? I do my own, and it's just a coffee with coconut oil blended with some cinnamon, and it's so good.
Okay, you had me at cinnamon. That sounds delightful. Well, this story, The Christmas Ring, is essentially about a woman who lost a ring and maybe it helped her find love. What can you tell us?
So the Christmas Ring is about a military widow, and her name is Vanessa Mayfield, who has lost an heirloom that's been in the family since World War II. She lost it, and now she looks everywhere for it. The internet, she steps into antique stores when she goes by. And this time she steps into a store, and she meets Ben Miller. The two strike up a friendship, and it's looking a lot like love as Christmas draws near, except that at the same time, his dad, who co-owns the store with him, has found the diamond in the rough that he's always been looking for, and none of them know that what he's found and is about to sell is her very treasure, the Christmas ring.
Oh, it is so exciting. I'm already getting the good chills thinking about it. I feel like we need a feel-good Christmas movie more than ever this year. And don't you think, Karen, hearts are more open at Christmas time?
Oh, there's so much so. And, you know, this has been a hard year for a lot of people. Just the cost in some ways of being able to, you know, have an opinion or speak or be able to have a faith that you share, whatever. It's been obviously a tough year. And, I think, you know, what we get from the Christmas Ring, so excited to see this in the theaters because we're only in theaters this Christmas on purpose because we want people to have a shared experience, like the experience of laughing together and crying together and walking out going, you know, we're still community. Like we can still be people who have what we have in common is our love for Christmas.
Yes.
And our love for people in general. And it really is a chance to do that by going to the theaters. And, you know, it opens November 6th. So people are circling it on the calendar. They're saying, hey, I'll get tickets that first week and it'll kick off my Christmas. It'll ring in the Christmas together.
Yes, it feels like the perfect way to ring in the holiday season. I feel like there are movies and then there are Christmas movies. Karen, what's your favorite Christmas movie that's a classic?
Well, mine is really, it's, you know, back in the day it was new, right? But it's the Sandra Bullock movie, While You Were Sleeping.
Yes!
I love it. I love it.
Oh, me too.
So sweet. And it really deals with people who are feeling lonely,
Yes.
you know, at Christmas time. And there's some of that for sure in The Christmas Ring, where Vanessa has been a widow for 4 years. She has a daughter who's just gone off to college, and she's only 40. And it's like, am I allowed to have this friendship? How do I bring in something new into my life and be okay with it? And so it's that message mixed with, you know, where your treasure is, there your heart will be. And it's not always found in an expensive item, but more in the relationships that we cherish.
Amen. Christmas is all about family and faith. And as you look back over the photo album of your life, so to speak, what is at the heart of Christmas for you? What does it mean to you?
You know, it's a combination of all of the memories I've had and held over the years, both from being a child, you know, growing up in my family's home where it was about Jesus, and then also raising 6 kids and now with grandkids. You know, the reality of it is, and this is something that the character Kelsey Grammer plays the father who's found this, and he's just amazing. And he has this moment where he says, for unto us a Savior is born. Isn't that the whole point of Christmas? Away from here to heaven. And I think, you know, that's really what it is. It's like this great, great gift that we've been given that says, this is not all there is. There's hope beyond our life here.
I feel like all of your books and your TV shows and your movies are gifts. like, and they're wrapped, and inside is that message, the message that there is hope, there is family because of Jesus. And I was recently
Mm.
reading how you came to Christ, Karen, and I was hoping you would share that story about your journey because it's so powerful. And it's funny because I think I've read all of your novels now, and I see like shades of your story written into your character stories.
I can't help but do that. It's just like God puts me on this journey and he lets me be a detective of the emotions around me and in me.
Yes.
And, for me, I mean, I was a reporter. I believed in God, but I'd never opened the Bible. I'd never, had a relationship, certainly not with Jesus. And so I meet this handsome guy at the health club and we get into a conversation. He invites me out on a date and he says, one thing is it okay if I bring the Bible? And, at the time, growing up in LA, I'm in my early mid-20s, and it was like, what in the world? What a strange thing for this guy to say. But he was cute, and I didn't want to lose him, right off the bat. So I said, sure, yeah, if you have to. And he was seeking. So he had not found a church. He was just like, I know there has to be more to life than he had a lot of trauma in his family, a lot of divorce and, addiction and things like that. So he said, I have to find something more. And he was finding Jesus in the words of the Bible, of course, the living word. And so I let him, he brings the Bible and I was so undiscerning. He's reading Philippians 4, and I don't know a Philippian from any Ippian. I don't know what that is. And so he's just like so patient. And when he kind of took a breath, I was probably like, yeah, can we check that box? Let's go to the movies. Let's go on our date. And that went on for about 3 months. And then at the end of that time, we were having a conversation. We had met up at the tennis courts and we're talking. And he once again brings up the Bible. He's so excited about the Bible. And he shares a verse. And it just hit me in a way that I know now today was conviction.
Yes.
And it was kind of coming against my man-made beliefs. And I took his precious highlighted, underlined Bible and I just threw it on the ground. I don't know what I was thinking, and it broke in half, like the binding down broke. And he just gave me a sad look, picked up the pieces, and walked off. And I went and bought my very first Bible and a concordance to prove him wrong. And instead, I'm in the car at the bookstore with my new books and the Bible. And God, I opened it in 8 minutes. I could hear the Lord say to me, Karen, you can either fall away with your man-made beliefs, or you can grab onto my word and never let go. And it was a life-changing moment. And to this day, if I'm going to make a movie like The Christmas Ring and write the book to go with it, like we have this Christmas season, you're going to see Jesus in it.
Oh, I am so thankful that happened. And that handsome young man turned out to be your husband.
Yes, he did. We've been married 37 years, and we still feel like childhood sweethearts, even though we'd never met when we were kids. But we are just best friends, and he is everything about this movie. He has been a part of it. Like, we had 100 actual military, retired and active military, who are every background actor who's a military person is a real military member. And he helped to make that happen. My husband was instrumental in going in and visiting with them when they were in holding and making sure they felt welcomed and appreciated. Like, he is the hands and feet to my dreams.
Oh, Karen, that is so beautiful. Let's talk about the military aspect to the Christmas ring. Why was that important for you to include in the story?
Well, they have served us and laid down everything to sacrifice so that I can make a movie like this, really.
Yes.
So I just went on Instagram and did one story and said, you've served us, now let us serve you. Please come be our guests and be in our movie. And so many people, Erica, so many people reached out and sent in their photos and where they were from. And so we welcomed them. And the crazy thing is we actually had one World War II vet, 101-year-old James Daniels. And, he was so dear. And when Janet Kramer playing Vanessa in this scene, she goes up to thank him for serving. And he spoke, which wasn't part of it. He was not going to be a speaking actor. But he said, thank you so much. How could he not say that? He said, thank you. I appreciate that. And he became one of our lead cast members, just like that.
Amazing. I love what God does behind the scenes in your movies.
Yes.
Was that your favorite one this time?
Yeah. I think, honestly, every day the goal was very hot. It felt like 108 most days. And our goal was to make it a church. Like, let every cast and crew, everybody who visited set or who played a part, feel overloved. Like, let's do way more than crafty. Let's bring in really good food. And I was going around serving water, whatever they needed. And
Wow.
the believers on set really bought into that and helped make it a feeling where, like, anyone would tell you that working on the Christmas ring set, which we wrapped in August 10th and has been very quick turnaround, and we're all turned in and ready to go. It's beautiful. The music is beautiful. It's just so fun. There's humor in it too. And but everyone would tell you, I mean, it was an entirely different experience than what they're used to, and it's the Holy Spirit.
Oh, Karen, you're so awesome. I'm so glad God has called you to this specific mission. I think it's so wonderful. I wanted to ask you about Debbie Winans. We play Cece Winans, her sister's music every day on Spirit 105.3. Is Debbie going to sing in this movie?
Well, that's so. The fun thing was, I mean, she's actually one of my neighbors, and she's
Wow.
never been in a movie. This is her first time, and wait till you see, she's phenomenal.
Yes.
Like, she is a natural, and she'll be doing movies forever after this. I mean, it's
Wow.
amazing. But we were able to. We didn't have. Her voice is golden, as you know, but her song "Oh Holy Night" is our end credits song.
Woo. Yes.
So beautiful. She
Oh.
is just so anointed and so gifted, and we're just to have her. Like, she's more than a friend now. I mean, she's a sister and a friend. She's also one of the most beautiful aspects of this movie.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. And that sounds perfect because, you know, at the end of a movie like that that touches your heart, you kind of want to sit there for a few minutes and feel those good feelings. And what a perfect background song.
It's what we've seen, and we did a screening with 500 women, and they got on their feet at that part, put their lights on, their flashlights on their camera, and they all were swaying back and forth with the lights during the whole song of "Oh Holy Night."
Oh, Karen,
But I think that's going to happen,
I'm
in
believing it.
theaters. So
Yes,
exciting.
it is so exciting. I have to ask you because I think it's so funny. I was reading about how when you were a little girl, your dad read you The Grinch Who Stole Christmas and you had it memorized by the time you were 5. You've always loved a good Christmas story.
I've always loved it. I would watch my dad, and he would always get tears in his eyes. Like, for him, it was so important that we would have these moments. We'd put them on the calendar, which is the right thing to do. Like I say, the Christmas ring comes out November 6th. Get your tickets, get the best seats, and put it on the calendar. It'll be a lot less expensive than, going to a concert or anything else. And my dad would do that. So
Wow.
my memories of a Christmas movie, sitting next to my dad in the theater with my siblings and watching him wipe the tears off his cheeks, it was so beautiful. So this is, in honor of him.
Oh, Karen, I think that's absolutely beautiful. As you look back over 2025, what are you most grateful for?
I'm just so grateful for the providence of the Lord. Like, we started 2025 with no idea we were doing this. Like, that doesn't even make sense. And by April, it was like the Lord pulled up beside us in a speeding train and said, "Come on, get on." And a lot like Peter getting out of the boat
Yes.
in the middle of the storm, it was like, this train is headed to Christmas, so let's jump. And a lot of people thought we were crazy. We self-funded it. It's independent. But we followed his lead, and there is something so freeing and beautiful in knowing no matter what, we're following his lead.
Amazing. And what is it like being a grandma at Christmas time?
Oh my goodness, it's just the sweetest thing. My little grandsons they're 10, 7, 5, and 3, and they're just so darling, and they love it. And we have this statue that we keep up every year. It's about the size of a loaf of bread, and it's a manger, the Jesus and baby Jesus, and next to it is a kneeling Santa. And he's kneeling, his hat is off.
Yes.
And you'll see a nod to that in the Christmas Ring movie as well. And the kids just love it. It says everything.
Oh, it says everything. And finally, my dear, should we read the book first or watch the movie first, or does it matter?
In this case, it really doesn't matter. You can read it first and watch it come to life. I think a lot of people will see the movie and be like, okay, I want more. I love it. I want more. So, it's kind of at the same time on purpose for that reason. But yeah.
Author Karen Kingsbury, it is such a joy to hear your voice. Thank you for doing what you do. You're such a blessing.
Thank you, Erica. We'll do it again. I so appreciate you.
Oh, same. God bless and Merry Christmas early.
God bless you. Merry Christmas.